it's not right that the judge in this case, Judge Merchan, Juan Merchan, has a daughter who runs a company that makes money off of this entire case. I mean, that is just weird to me. So she's out there publicizing this case on social media for the likes of Adam Schiff and apparently some members of Congress. I want to go to Lara Loomer's tweet. You know, she was just on the program the other day. She's been doing a lot of sniffing around this story with Judge Merchan and the financial ties his daughter has to key Democrats. And if you look at this, what she found was that New York congressional Democrats have been sending money to Judge Merchan's daughter to her personal residence in Virginia. She doesn't actually disclose she whites that out because we don't want to dox anybody, but my goodness. Her allegation, Laura's here, is that somehow there is a deceptive distortion going on of the FEC records designed to cover up some of these payments. So you use a different address. And then I guess they also refer to the company without the S as opposed to using the S. So there's some different techniques. But we know that, of course, Lauren Merchan has been doing some work for the likes of Adam Schiff, also the Biden campaign in 2020, Kamala Harris, and Dan Goldman, Representative Goldman somehow paying Merchan's daughter. Does that not just strike anybody as a little bit weird? I mean, so much for separation of church and state. I'm just saying at home, look, your daughter's entitled to have her career. Judge Merchan, absolutely. But that's when you have to say, you know, maybe this just isn't right. I mean, it's not really seemly that my daughter has basically raised some, oh, look at this, according to the New York Post, $93 million off of the case. That's not very kosher, now is it? So it seems that they're trying to disguise this somehow, some way. Dan Goldman, meanwhile, wow, he's pretty busy. He's like moonlighting when he's not paying this woman, the judge's daughter, for her expertise. He's moonlighting, helping somebody out. Michael Cohen, he has trained. He admitted it. Let's listen to this from the other day. He went on MSNBC and he actually said this along with saying, yes, Michael Cohen's a liar. Watch.
Congressman, I ask you to put on your former prosecutor's hat for just a moment here. What about that connection? That's the whole ball game right there, that Donald Trump knew that they were falsifying records. Has the prosecution made that case?
Well, I think it does remain to be seen, and that is the key. On the one hand, that is the technical legal requirement that they will have to prove. A lot of times in these trials, though, you know, the jury will want to make sure they check all the boxes, but the detailed defense is a tough one to make. I would echo what Claire said, and I have deposed Michael Cohen. I have met with him a number of times to prepare him. This was different testimony than what his demeanor was during the AG's
to prepare
case.
him. And by the way, one of you guys made this comment the other day. You were like, hang on, that kind of seems like a headline. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. What was Dan Goldman doing preparing Michael Cohen? Is he somehow behind the scenes advising Alvin Bragg, helping get the key witness ready for this whole shindig? I mean, I got a lot of questions about that. You should have a lot of questions about that. I think we need to ask Dan Goldman some questions about that.